Welcome to Anti-Aging Insights, where age is a state of mind and aging is a treatable condition. And now, here is your host, Dr. Teri Fisher.
Well, welcome to this podcast. Dr. Fisher here, and today we are talking all about the new fillers that are on the market that are perfect for chin augmentation. Today, I want to tell you a little bit about the approach to chin filler, a little bit about how I go about doing that, and also a little bit about the products that we use, specifically as there are a couple of new products on the market, and this has opened up a whole bunch of new options for clients that are coming in to have their chins augmented in various ways. So to start us off, one of the very first things that I like to do whenever I see a client is have a discussion. Communication is key, and whether we're talking about neuromodulator or whether we're talking about filler, it's really important to have a good understanding of what it is that the client wants. Assuming that the client is now interested in something with regards to their chin, as that is the topic of today's podcast episode, we dive into even more details about what that means. Because some people can have a retruded chin or a chin that appears to be pushed back relative to the front of the face when you look at the person on the profile. A person can have a protruded chin. A person can have a long chin. A person can have a shorter chin. And when I say long and short, I mean the vertical height of the chin, whether it drops down relatively low or whether it's actually sitting up quite high. There are various measurements that we can actually take with regards to the chin as well. We can look at various lines that run down vertically along the face in relation to the tip of the nose, in relation to the nasal bridge. There are various measurements that we can take. Ultimately, what we want to do is determine what it is that the client wants to achieve with any modifications to their chin. Another thing that's very important to consider is whether this person is going for a more masculine looking chin or a more feminine looking chin, because there definitely are differences in the way that we would sculpt that chin. Here's another example. Traditionally speaking, a feminine chin is approximately the width of the nose. So you can look in the mirror and you can see how this works in your case, but that's traditionally what has been known as a feminine chin, is when the chin is approximately the width of the nose. When you look at a more masculine chin, you are then looking at a chin that is approximately the width of the mouth, so it's wider, and that gives that more squared off look of the lower jaw and the chin. And so these are also very important aspects that must be taken into account when we are talking about the chin. Now, when it comes to actually sculpting the chin, it's quite amazing what we can do when it comes to elongating the chin or having the chin protrude more. And the way we accomplish that is with using very stiff filler. As you may know, and you may have heard me speak about this before, there are different types of fillers, lots of different types of fillers, and some of them are a little bit more soft, some of them are a little bit more firm. And in the case of chin filler, specifically for the chin, we want a very firm filler. Essentially, what that filler is doing, it is acting like bone. It is taking the role of that bone and creating that strength and that shape to the chin. And this is where things get very, very exciting, because we have had a number of fillers on the market that are quite firm. But in particular, more recently, over the past couple of months, we have seen companies that have been in the filler industry for a very long time launch new types of fillers that are designed specifically for chin. These fillers are very stiff. In fact, they are some of the firmest fillers that they have in their line. This makes it very effective when it comes to sculpting a chin. So I just want to highlight a couple of these brands that we are now using in our clinic. One of them is called Restylane Shape. In this case, Shape is spelled Shaype. And this was recently launched in Canada. The Shape is quite remarkable in that it is a new NASHA HD technology from Galderma. It has the highest G prime, and it is the firmest gel available as far as their line goes. So this one works extremely well. I've had the pleasure of using it, and I have seen the type of results that you can get with this filler. Another one that also has recently been released on the market is one by Revanesse. And in this case, this one is Sculpt. And Sculpt also is now their filler in their line that has the highest G prime. They also state that it has the lowest swell ratio of the hyaluronic acid gels, which is great for creating that lift capacity and volumizing the deep tissue areas. So both of these can be used for sculpting the chin. They both are placed very deep, typically down close to the bone, because again, we are trying to emulate what bone does for the jaw. Now, if you're interested in seeing a recent patient that was treated by me, you can always go and check out my Instagram profile, where I recently posted a chin treatment that I did using one of these brand new high G prime fillers. My Instagram account is at Dr. Teri Fisher, DrTerifisher. And of course, you're welcome to have a look at that. Love to hear your comments on that. And of course, would love to get your feedback. So that's just a little bit of information today about chin fillers, some of the new products on the market. There are still other companies that are making fillers that are appropriate for chins, and those continue to be there as well. So we have lots of variety. Practitioners have lots of choice when it comes to choosing the appropriate fillers. Make sure that you are discussing this with your healthcare provider when it comes to getting your fillers done. That's all for today. I hope that was interesting to you, and I look forward to speaking with you again next week. Until then, be well, and I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks for listening to today's episode of Anti-Aging Insights. Stay tuned to discover more of the latest news, treatments, technologies, and developments in non-surgical cosmetic and anti-aging medicine. For more inspiration, to access the show notes, or to book an appointment with Dr. Fisher, Dr. Frame, or any of the other anti-aging professionals, please visit our website at antiagingvancouver.com. Until next time, stay inspired and live life well.